Hi, my name is Taylor Pierson. I'll be doing Impromptu. The quote I would like to choose is "Man is the only creature who refuses to be what he is" by Albert Camus, and I am beginning my prep time now. Okay, that has been prep time of 1 minute, and I will begin speaking. Give a man a mask, and he will be more of his true self than he is with his open face. Now, this tells us that people are often more likely to say what they truly mean when people don't know it's them. Which brings us to our quote by Albert Camus that states that man is the only creature who refuses to be what he is. Now, what this means is that other creatures, such as animals and plants, don't try to deceive or do anything that would make any other creature think that they are different than what they truly are. However, this ability to deceive and the manipulation to want to do it is very prevalent in man. In order to fully see how this is something that does occur in society, especially in media, we will first go through two common children's music movies that show it, then how it's popular in modern society, and finally how even though you might not want to your true self, and man is the only creature that does this, it does come out on the end. To begin, there are many movies which start with the premise of someone hiding their true selves. To first begin off, one of the most popular movies of this is Mulan. Now, in Mulan, a warrior in China wants to take her father's place. However, since she is female, she would not be allowed to join the war effort. With this occurring, she disguises herself as a male soldier and goes to join the army and brings glory to her nation by defeating the Huns and being a large part of that. However, she is found out in the end and is sent back, but since it's a Disney movie, it does have a happy ending. Now, this shows that man or woman is often a creature that does go through deceivement. However, sometimes this deceivement, such as in Mulan, is something for a good reasoning. There's another movie that Disney follows with this premise, and that is WALL-E, although that's a bit more of a Pixar film. In WALL-E, when WALL-E gets to the spaceship, which he travels from, because he's a robot on Earth and then he travels to the spaceship, he does try to disguise himself as one of the spaceship robots, because he is not supposed to be there, because he is supposed to be back on Earth. However, WALL-E does not do a very good job with this, and is almost immediately found out. In fact, there is often a trope in other movies or other plays when people are going to show their own feelings when they have a mask on or when they are pretending to be someone that they're not. Because they think that if you show your emotions in that way, or if you pretend to be someone else, you might be more liked or considered better. Now, other than movies, there are different ways that trying to be something you are not has fit into popular culture. In fact, there are many music that it does come up in. In fact, there's a song by AJR, which is a band that is called Pretender, and it states that I'm a good pretender and I know what to see. We like all the same things. Don't you think I'm like me? Which is something that shows that people often see that they believe that when they are working with a different step, they're able to have better recompense and a better ability to do well and try to be something that they're not through this manipulation. However, despite the fact that it is such a well used strategy, it is not something that works incredibly well. Through all these examples, we can see that it does come out, and even in modern times, it does occur. Though you might be able to lie for someone for a little while, depending on what you are, your likes or dislikes, it does come out in the end. For example, in my first example, Mulan, when she gets injured, they are able to see that she is a female, which means that her deception, although it was at a good place of heart, is found out and changed, and they are able to know. In Wall-E, because he is not very good at fitting in with the other robots, they find that he is, in fact, not supposed to be there, and this leads to him having to change and becoming a different robot and being sent back to Earth, but automatically doing well in the end. And in fact, with many other sources, when people do lie to their friends, they are not able to keep their true nature at heart because they are going to come out one way or another, because you can't truly change your feelings and lie for that often without something giving or something coming to light that shows that this isn't truly who you are. And as Albert Camus says, man is the only creature who does that, such as the tigers. They are never trying to hide that they are a predator, and they are trying to catch anything that is weaker or slower than them. The plants are not trying to hide that they're green, and although they might have camouflage capabilities, they never do try to hide exactly what they are. And man, with given this capability for deception, has given themselves a lesser and something that can bring them down, because if you are trying constantly to be something that you're not, it will come out who you truly are, but you also could lose aspects of who you are and who you want to be and how that truly makes you the person that you are, because at your core, when you cut away pieces of yourself and try to change yourself so much to fit into someone else's example, you aren't doing yourself any favors, and you're the only creature that is doing this overall, and you're bringing yourself into somewhere where you may not recognize who you were, and you may have changed so much that you're no longer someone that you wanted to be. So overall, with this happening, it shows that, as Albert stated, man is the only creature who does not want to be what he is. But not doing this, although it is prevalent in movies, in society, in culture, is something that is negative, because the truth will come out and you will always be hurt more for what your deceit was than if you had just told the truth in the first place. And being the only creature to do this is more of an insult than anything else. Thank you. That was 7:04 minutes with 1 minute prep time, so a speech of 6 minutes and 4 seconds.